Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's program where we will be discussing a very important issue that affects every one of us, namely the pressing of air pollution. Air pollution is no longer just an environmental problem, but also a global health challenge. From industrial emission to vehicle smoke and even open burning. This problem, polluted air, has been one of the biggest contributors to climate change, damage ecosystems, and most importantly, threatens human health. According to studies, millions of people around the globe have suffered from respiratory and cardiovascular disease linked to poor air quality. It is a silent killer, infiltrating our daily lives and demanding immediate attention from all levels of society. Today's session aims to raise awareness, share knowledge, and explore solutions to reduce air pollution. Together, we will discuss how individual, communities, and government can each play a role in improving air quality for a healthier and more sustainable future. We have prepared insightful presentations and discussion, and we truly encourage everyone to participate actively. Remember, the fight against air pollution begins with awareness, but it continues with action. But before we continue our discussion, allow me to introduce our distinguished panelists for today's forum. First, we have Mr. Ahmad Zuhair, who is here with us to share his experience as civilian and also as someone who has been directly affected by this issue. Zuhair. His insight from the ground will provide us with a crucial real-world perspective. Next, we are honored to have YB Ryan Iskandar, the Minister of Health, who will provide us with valuable insight and the government perspective on this matter. We look forward to hearing about the national strategies and policies but in place to combat this pervasive problem. Finally, we are joined by Dr. Afiq, a dedicated medical doctor who will help us understand the issue from a professional and medical point of view. His expertise in vital in grasping the severe consequences of air pollution on the human body. Together, these panelists will give us a comprehensive view of today's topic. So without further delay, let us officially begin our discussion on air pollution. Thank you for joining us and let's work together for cleaner, fresher air. So, Dr. Afiq, in your opinion, what is the most critical source of air pollution today and what practical steps can communities take to reduce it? Will you elaborate on why this particular source poses such a significant threat? Can you?
Okay, thank you, Ijat. Okay, one of the biggest sources in air pollution today is visual emissions, especially in the crowded cities. Exhaust fumes release harmful gases and fine particles into the air. Communities can reduce this by promoting carpooling, cycling, public transportation, planting trees, and supporting cleaner energies such as solar or electric vehicles. Even small lifestyle changes, if practiced together, can greatly improve our air quality.
That's very insightful, Dr. Afiq. You mentioned the harmful effects. Could you delve deeper into the long-term health consequences? How does long-term exposure to polluted air affect human health? And what policies do you think are most effective in addressing this issue from a public health standpoint?
Okay. Long-term exposure to pollute air can lead to the asthma, chronic bronchitis, lung cancer, and even heart disease. Children and the elderly are the most vulnerable. The tiny particles in air can enter deep into the lungs and bloodstream, causing lasting health problems. To solve this, governments should enforce stricter emission standards, monitor air quality in real time, and make the data publicity accessible, invest in clean technology, and carry out awareness campaigns so the public understands the risk and takes our action.
Thank you, Dr. Afiq, for highlighting the seriousness of this matter. Now, Mr. Zuhi, as someone who experienced this issue firsthand, please share your perspective.
Uh, Thank you. I want to tell you about what I experienced about air pollution. Every day, I have to pass through busy highway. The smoke from the car and motorcycle exhaust often make me suffocate, especially when there is traffic jam. It feel really uncomfortable. Sometimes my eyes water and I have to pull over just to catch my breath. It's not just discomfort. It's a daily health hazard for commuter like me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Zuhi, for sharing this real life experience, which reflects the challenges faced by many citizens. As you mentioned, these physical smokes are indeed among the main contributor air pollution in our country. The government takes this matter very seriously, as it not only cause discomfort but also bring harmful effect to public health. To reduce pollution for vehicle, we are tightening emission standard and encourage the use of public transportation as well as electronic vehicle. We have allocated significant resources to improve the public transport network and offer incentive for the adoption of low emission vehicle. Furthermore, we are working with the Minister of Transport to implement low emission zone in our most congested cities.
I get it now. But in addition from my own experience, whenever I work in public area, I sometimes come across people who smoking carelessly. Even though I don't smoke, I still end up inhaling the smoke, and it make my chest feel heavy and my throat dry. it feels unfair that my health is compromised by the negligence of others.
Regarding smoking in public areas, strict smoking ban have already been enforced by the authorities to protect the public for second-hand smoke. Under this law, any have violation violating the rules may have a heavy penalty, including a fine of up to 10,000 ringgit or even imprisonment for up to 2 years, depending on the seriousness of the offense. We have ramped up enforcement operation to ensure compliance, especially in popular public gathering spot.
Moreover, in my residential area, there are still neighbors who burn garbage open in their yard. The smoke often drifts into my house, and the pungent smell sometimes make my chest feel uncomfortable and even leave me feeling dizzy. It's shocking that in this day and age, people are still unaware and dismissive of the law and the damage they cause to their neighbor.
As for open burning, it is of offence under the Environmental Quality Act. Offender may be subject to fine of up to 500,000 or imprisonment of up to 5 years. We urge the public to report any such incident immediately to the Department of Environment, DOE. Effective enforcement relies on public vigilance.
So, if combined, in the day, I can be exposed to vehicle smoke, cigarette smoke, and combustion smoke. All of them make the quality of the air I breathe very badly. At the same time, it affects not only my health, but the health of the public as well. I truly hope to see a future when I can walk outside and breathe easily without fear.
Your experience are a powerful reminder of the urgency of our action. Beyond enforcement, the government is also actively carrying out awareness campaigns so that the public understands to maintaining clear air in a sharing responsibility. With stronger enforcement and public cooperation, we believe and concerns that air pollution can be reduced for the health and well-being of everyone.
That brings us to a crucial point, the role of the community. Dr. Afiq, from a medical standpoint, what specific measures should the public take to protect themselves and actively contribute to cleaner air beyond the policies of the government?
Individual must be proactive. First, stay informed by checking the air pollution index or API daily, especially those with pre-exciting conditions. Secondly, wear high quality masks like N95S during periods of high pollution. Most importantly, every person should embrace green choices. Green choices reduce car usage. Choose products from environmentally responsible companies and advocate for green spaces in their neighborhoods. This event, decentralized actions aggregate into a massive collective impact.
I see. So let's move on. YB Ryan, looking ahead, what is the government biggest challenge in achieving its long-term air goals? And what is your message of hope to the citizens?
Our biggest challenge lies in balancing economic development with environmental sustainability. We must ensure industries adopt green technologies without crippling their operation. However, our message of hope is clear. We are fully committed to the National Clean Air Pollution Plan. Our long-term goal is to halve the number of days where air quality is categorized as unhealthy with the next 10 years. This is an ambitious goals, but with the foundation of strong law, technological investment, and the spirit of community cooperation, we believe it is achievable.
So, Mr. Zuhi, having heard the solutions and commitments, what is the one thing you would like to see change or implemented immediately to improve the air quality in your daily life?
I would like to see public transportation become efficient and widespread, that I no longer need to rely on my car for daily commuting. If the government could make the bus or train network faster, cheaper, and more accessible than driving, that would be the biggest immediate change for millions of commuters.
We can conclude that air pollution is not just an environmental problem. It is a serious and ongoing public health crisis. The air that we breathe every single day determines the quality of our health and our lifespan. Prolonged exposure to dirty air does not only causes coughing or allergies, but it slowly damages our lungs, heart, and even brain over time. As a medical practitioner, I strongly believe prevention is better than cure. Each of us, each of us has the power to make a difference, whether by reducing car use, avoiding open burning, or supporting cleaner energy sources. The government's efforts will be meaningless if the public remains unaware or indifferent. So let us start. Let us start by being more responsible and aware of our surroundings. Clean air is not a luxury, it is a human right. Together, through small actions and collective effort, we can protect the health of our community and ensure a safer, cleaner future for generations to come.
From my personal experience, air pollution is not just something we read about in newspaper. It's something we feel every day. The smell of smoke from vehicle, open burning and cigarette smoke has become a part of daily life, and it truly affects our comfort and health. I believe no one should have to live with this kind of discomfort. As citizens, we have a duty to take care of our environment. We should avoid burning trash, maintain our vehicle, and follow environmental rules. Even simple things like planting tree or reporting illegal burning can make a huge difference. I hope one day we can walk outside and breathe deeply without worrying about the air we inhale. Let us be more considerate and responsible, not just for ourselves, but for our family and neighbor. Together, we can make our surrounding cleaner, healthier, and more peaceful to live in.
As the Minister of Health, I want to emphasize that our fight against air pollution is a long-term mission, and it requires the involvement of every level of society. The government is continuously working to tight environmental law, encourage industries to adopt green technologies, and promote the use of electric vehicle. However, this effort will only success if they are supported by the people. We must remember, economic growth and environmental protection can go hand in hand. We cannot sacrifice the health of our citizens for temporary profits. That is why the Nation Clean Air Action Plans focus on sustainable progress, ensuring that the next generation inherits a Malaysian that is not only developed but also clean and livable. My message of hope to Malaysians is simple. We can achieve this together with awareness, cooperation, and determination. We can transform our cities into greener, healthier place. Clean air is a shared responsibility, and with unity, I believe we will be success.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our forum. Throughout today's discussion, we have heard from Mr. Ahmad Zuhi, who shared his valuable experience as a civilian. YB Ryan Iskandar, our Minister of Health, who highlighted the government's efforts and perspective. And here, Dr. Afiq, who gave us medical insights about this important issue. On behalf of the organizers, I would like to sincerely thank our panelists for their thoughtful contributions. And to all of you, the audience, for your active participation. It is my hope that today's forum has given us greater awareness and a clearer understanding of the topic discussed. Let us all live this hall today, not just with new knowledge, but with a renewed commitment to making green choice every single day. With that, I officially conclude today's forum. Thank you and have a pleasant day.
Thank you.
Thank you guys and have a pleasant day. Bye.